Welcome back everyone to another video, and in this video I wanted to cover a location that has been mentioned quite a few times by community members as well as the YouTubers online as well as people in my comments, and that is Toowoomba. Now Toowoomba is a location about an hour and a half away from Brisbane CBD, depending on where you're looking at in Brisbane CBD or Brisbane Metro. And Toowoomba is a location that is fairly large, very diversified, and it's a location that has been performing extremely well for the past 5 years. So that begs the question, does it make a good investment into 2026 and beyond? And like always, I'm going to break down all the metrics for you, show you some suburbs, some data behind it, economy, and more. So let's get straight into it. Now, when we look at Toowoomba on an LGA level, you find the median buy price is around 944 with around 3% yields. Now, I find properties anywhere from around 750, which is a half decent 3x1, all the way up to $1 million and plus in this location that I wouldn't even consider for investment. And when you start to scroll down, Toowoomba is a combination of a gigantic number of mini suburbs in this location. And when you start to scroll down, you can see that Toowoomba has been performing extremely well. That over the past year, it's done about 13%, but over the past 5 years, it's done almost 100% in growth. It has been a relatively good and consistent performer over the past few decades and going through no major cyclical downturns or anything of that sort. It's been a very good, consistent performer, and it's still continuing to perform due to very high demand and low stocks in this area. And you can see the median rents have still been increasing with about 5% growth over the past year, which means that there is still strong rental pressure within this market, which again is a great positive to see. Now, when you start to scroll down and you look at Toowoomba on a stock on market and a days on market level, you can see that Toowoomba's stock levels over the long term, over the past couple of years, and even in the short term, has still been trending down. And that's a very, very good sign for us to see because there is just less stock on the market. And when there is high demand, as you can see right here, where properties are selling within 40 to 50 days, a month or so, that means capital growth is still going to happen. And on top of that, you can look at the vacancy rates. It's about 0.85% on an LGA level, which is extremely strong. Now, one of the factors though, when you have a location that has exponentially grown over the past 3 to 5 years, a lot of these locations are starting to be stretched and really not that affordable for local residents, with it being at 50 years. Now, this is almost capital city levels of unaffordability, even though house prices range from around $750 to $1 million or so. And some of the most popular locations that people have been investing in over the past 3 to 5 years includes the likes of Harristown, Glenvale, Rangeville, where people have made hundreds of thousands of dollars of worth of growth in this location. In fact, when you still look at locations like Harristown, where you can see the median buy price is around 750 with 3% yields, the location has performed strongly, about 55% over the past 3 years and another 15% over the past 12 months. It still brings consumer confidence into the area where they still want to invest even more, even after all this growth. Now, for those of you who have been a long watcher of my channel, know that I don't necessarily like to invest into locations that have doubled and tripled in certain areas, just because I don't like to be much later in the cycle. Now, just because it has grown exponentially doesn't mean it will stop growing just because of that reason alone, because as we know, the fundamental economics of 101 when it comes to property investing is supply and demand. And when we look at those metrics, you can see that supply is still falling, demand is still high, and that means we're going to get further capital growth down the track, even if prices are still stretched. There's a first home buyer scheme, owner occupiers are still buying, and there's still plenty of investors in this market, even at those higher price point and lower yields, even though I may not agree with it. In fact, you can still go and verify this yourself on a free property resource like SQM Research, and you look up the postcode of Harristown, and you can see that the overall market listings are still as low as it has been since about 2022, which is just ridiculous, because if you have the same, if not more demand with the same level of stock almost 3 years ago, we're still going to get further growth in these areas until it becomes to the point where it no longer makes feasible sense for any investor to touch it, and it has to purely rely on owner occupiers. And we may be getting to that point because as I mentioned, you're getting yields of around high 3%, very low 4% in Toowoomba as a market. market. But there is more to talk about Toowoomba as a location. But just before I do get into that, if you haven't already, jump into the private community, guys. This is where we help out investors on a daily basis, helping them make the right decisions about where to invest based on their strategy, their profile, and their risk appetite. Picking the right suburbs, talking about locations like Toowoomba, like Traralgon, like Latrobe, like Bendigo and Ballarat, and more right across Australia. We are talking with so many members, so many investors, and helping them make the right decision, making them make clear decisions. We do deal reviews, suburb reviews, we have templates, resources, sales agents tactics, and more, all for a simple membership cost of $35 a month, guys. It is an absolute affordable price point for you guys to get the education help you need plus the mentorship help you need. It is just that good. It has over 78 reviews. I want you guys to go have a read of every single one so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into, and then jump in the community. Try it out for 1 month. If you don't like it, you can leave, never come back. But I think you're doing yourself a disservice if you do not try it out even for a month. So don't waste any more time. Jump in the community and let's get back into the video. Now, Toowoomba as an economy has close to 200,000 people. So even though it's a regional town, quote unquote, only being an hour and a half away from the CBD of Brisbane, it supports about 200,000 people, about 100,000 jobs, and about a $32 billion economic output. So it's a huge regional location, right? And I don't think anything's going to happen to it anytime soon. And when you look at the economic diversity of this location, there has a lot of healthcare, education, training, retail, trade, construction, manufacturing, and more, with no sector taking up more than 25%, which is very, very strong for this regional location. Now, one thing I will say is that some people might not expect it or they don't know about it, is that Toowoomba does have a lot of manufacturing and mining. There is a coal power plant a bit further up from Toowoomba where they do actually mine coal in this location. And you can see that there's a lot of cost stream and downstream services across manufacturing and mining in this location, where it takes up about 25% each of the exports of that location. But since the overall economic diversity is fairly diversified and the location is a large location with about 200,000 people and more, it is something that I am more accepting of compared to other locations that would have an export higher percentage of mining as well. Where the export mining percentage would be higher, this one I'm more acceptable of because of those reasons. And there's a lot of other actual infrastructure projects happening in this location. The first one being the new Toowoomba Hospital, where the Queensland government is investing about $18.5 billion across 5 years into this hospital. Expected delivery from memory is about 2028, 2029. You can say that the property prices are sort of baked in at the moment. However, due to construction jobs and healthcare jobs in the future, it's going to tighten up the rental demand. It might drive the property prices a little bit higher as well. And it's going to be a great investment into the location for such a growing population in Toowoomba. Alongside that, you have the Inland Rail project as well, where a 6.2-kilometer tunnel will be built through the Toowoomba Range in this location. It'll bring construction jobs in the short term and help drive the economy as well as the rental return of this location. And those are some of the major projects happening in the Toowoomba location as well. And I also believe they are doing something with the airport in the Wellcam Airport, but I'll let you guys do a bit of discovery on that location. But the thing that I wanted to point out to investors and to people who are looking at Toowoomba is that they have a lot of investment. A lot of new businesses are popping up in Toowoomba as a result. And this is a fun metric I like to look at, where you can see the net GST registered businesses. And you can see that over the past, 3 to 5 years, there are new businesses popping up as a net change in a positive, which is a really good sign for us to see, because people are investing their hard-earned money into businesses in this location, which will drive the local economy, further spurring the market, bringing people to the area, and then hence also driving property prices as a result. And it's one of those things I love to see as an investor, because quite simply, there's shit going on there. And that's a good thing for us. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows for Toowoomba as an investor, because when you look at the property prices, you're spending about $750,000 for a standard 3x1. Isn't all that flashy. It's a decent 3x1. It's relatively well maintained. It's on a little bit of a main road, you can say, which isn't ideal as an investment, but it's a trade-off. And something like this is selling for $750,000. 3 to 5 years ago, this would be like $400K. It would be a bargain, but we can't go back and change the past. And when you look at the average rent for this, for a 3x1, you're getting about $600, $480, $570. So when you start to jot these numbers in, at $740K buy price, you're paying about $30,000 stamp duty. At a 20% deposit, you're all in about $180 grand. So that is a lot of money to outlay. Even at a 10% deposit, you have to put around $520,000, which is a lot of money. And then you put around $570 per week rent estimated. I'm not exactly sure. Could be more, could be less. You're getting about a rental yield of 4%. So if it's a little bit worse, maybe 3.8, 3.5. Better, maybe 4.2, 4.3. But your net outgoing is around negative 15K before tax and then about negative 10K after tax. So look, it's definitely not the worst completely. I've seen worse in Victoria, but it's definitely not the best in terms of cash flow. And so when I look at a property like this, putting around 750K at, sub 4, maybe high 3% yield, it doesn't really help me build out my portfolio. Plus, I'm already sort of later in the cycle. I'm not getting as much benefit. Could this property become worth $1 million in 5 years' time? Very likely, because of the population boom, the sort of infrastructure boom, and the business boom as well in Toowoomba as a location. It is very, very possible. However, from an investment point and a stacking up point in terms of numbers, it doesn't really fit the best. And so you may be asking, why did you make this video? You just wasted our time for the past 15 minutes or so. Well, I do think even though there aren't many house opportunities per se, there are other opportunities which are more affordable, where you could pick up something like this, a red brick unit for $550,000 in a good suburb. It's a 2x1 red brick unit. It's well maintained. It's perfectly rentable. It'll yield pretty good as well. And something like this, after all the house boom that has happened, could be a good opportunity for you to get into. It's not only ones like this, there's also another similar one like this as well in Rangeville, where the suburb median is $1 million. You could pick up a nice unit block, 100 square meters, 2x1 for around $550,000. And these are some good opportunities for you guys to consider. If you really wanted to pick a good regional location in Queensland, this could be an opportunity. And this is where I personally would be looking at. I wouldn't really be looking at the houses. I'd be looking at the low density townhouses, apartment blocks where I could get really good value and good cash flow return, but also not miss out on any of the growth, the potential that could come with it. And so I really hope this video has helped you exactly understand where and how I feel about Toowoomba. I think it's an absolutely great location. Long term, it's going to do very well. I have no doubts about it. New hospital, growing businesses, population growth, and it's also close to Brisbane Metro CBD. It just makes sense to have something here. But you got to think about where the value lies. And I think the value lies in those low density townhouses, apartments. So if this video has helped you, make sure you leave a comment down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel, but also join the private community, guys. This is where I can help you make yourself a better investor. You can bounce your ideas off me and I can help you ascertain what the best strategy for you is, what's the best property for you is, and help you achieve your financial goals. Till next time, thank you very much, guys.